Hi, everybody. My name is Nerine Schilder, and I am the author of the book which we are launching today, Journeys of Emotion Through Poetry. And it's a poetry series. We've waited a very long time for this launch to take place, and we're finally here. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Let's get going. Right, about myself, I've been writing poetry, I think, since a very young age, but I've always written notes and put it away until one day, about 4 years ago, I decided that let's take this box out and get all these little papers out. And I was amazed to see the papers that I've written on and the amount of poems that I've written. So I think there's about 101 poems which I've written, which is a collection of this book. Just a bit about myself. My poetry is about the issues of life. It's about nature. It's about events that has taken place in my life and also the lives of other people, which has impacted me, either emotionally or in some form of way, whether I've heard it on social media or whatever the source was. I believe that poetry is like painting and dancing, and it's like singing or music. And we should view that as at the same level as what we do music. If you love poetry, you will enjoy it. And it doesn't really matter who says what about it. If there's something about it that you love, you grab that. And in 2004, I entered my first poetry competition with an organization in the States. It was an international poetry competition held in 2005. I was invited to Orlando to participate and to read my poem, which I've submitted for the competition, called Waves. That competition was held at the Poetry Convention and Symposium in Orlando. And that poem was selected and it was published in the International Library of Poetry. During 2008, I decided to enter another poetry competition with an organization in Soweto called Power, and that is people opposing women abuse. The book, Breaking the Silence, Journeys to Recovery, was launched in Soweto, South Africa in 2009. I love to refer to poetry as the unspoken word. Well, first of all, I would like to thank my mom, who was my biggest role model and pillar of strength through my life. And because it's Women's Day today, I would like to wish each and every woman a happy Women's Day. I know it's almost the end of the day, but we still have the whole month to celebrate women. In fact, the whole year to celebrate women. And I would love to wish you all a happy Women's Day. And I would like to start off by reading my first poem, which is my mom's favorite, but it speaks about women and how different we are. And when we stand together, we have an effect of warmness and encouragement. So the poem is called My Favorite Quilt. My favorite quilt is bright with color. Every piece is neatly cut and sewn. Diamond and cross-stitching, some are square and others not, but it's firmly bonded together, assuring it belongs forever. It's faithfully getting older, but keeps me warm when days are colder, and when my eyes are filled with tears and my vision blur and I cannot see. It's always free to comfort me. Mom, you are my favorite quilt. And then the second poem that I would love to read for you is called Women of Africa. And this goes out to all our African women, all our women in South Africa, across the globe, to each and every woman. You are beautiful and do not be defined by others' opinions of you. Women of Africa, be strong and stand tall. No matter what you face, hold your head up and don't fall. Your pride and your dignity are yours to uphold. So let go of all negative things you are told. Allow the beauty within you, positive things to unfold. For you are a special woman and an African woman of gold. Thank you. Right, another poem I would love to read to us as women is called Woven. It's an acronym for Women of Value Empowering Nations. It goes as follows. I'm a designer's original. I am unique. I am valuable. I am special. I believe in myself. And me, you won't break. So stop your assumptions. Stop your abuse, because I'm breaking the silence, and you, me, you won't use. Because I'm breaking the silence, and me, you won't use. I respect myself. I am beautiful. I am awesome. And your opinion of me does not matter, because I will continue to strive being woven. Thank you. So I'd love to read to you. Please stay tuned live streaming, because at the end of the live stream, we'll be running a competition, and I'd love for you to stay tuned in. My next poem that I will be doing now is in Afrikaans. It says, Wo man. Now I've only written 2 Afrikaans poems in my life. The one I was at high school when I wrote my Harlequin, it's also in the book. But the one I would love to read to you today is Wo man. And it speaks about the abuse in the home and women, gender-based violence and abuse. Wo man, ek het aan jou my hart gegee. Vir 'n vloerlap het jy dit gebruik. Terwyl ek nog aan jou uitreik. Wow, man, genoeg is nou genoeg. Genoeg het jy my al beledig. Genoeg word ek beskuldig van bedrieg, terwyl ek nooit aan jou gelieg. Wow, man, genoeg is nou genoeg. Soos 'n vuurspiewende berg, het jy jou altyd vererg. En om vrede te hou, moes ek my altyd verneder. Aan jou het ek meer as net myself gegee, meer as net my familie, meer as net my hart en siel. Jy het dit gevat en toe verniel. My liefde, my lewe, het ek aan jou toegewy. Wanneer ek jou benodig, probeer jy my altyd vermy. Wat bedoel jy as jy sê dat jy my bemin? Wow, man, genoeg is nou genoeg. Baie dankie. The next poem I'll be doing for you today is with audio, and it is called No Means No. So I had my nephew make the audio clip for me so that I could read this poem and also another one at the end with an audio. So I hope you enjoy it. Please comment in the YouTube comment box below or in Facebook below the YouTube link. Thank you. I am a product of my mother's womb. My purpose and future are what I strive for. But you ripped me, you hit me, you tied me down, forcefully entering the sacred portal between my thighs. Not because of the way I dressed or combed my hair, and not because I was out late, but because of your cold heart, your greed and lust. No means no, not maybe or perhaps, but no. Despite my cries, you satisfied yourself. The pain I bore while you continued all the more brutally beating me, ripping my body apart. I cried, I screamed, I pleaded, no means no. Helpless I lay there, powerless, teary-eyed, the rhythm of my heart slowly dissipating while you continued ripping me apart. No means no. My dignity, my pride, my self-esteem, my womanhood, gone, gone, gone. I am no more. While you were watching, I was in pain, my tears falling uncontrollably. I lay helpless, cold, waiting for someone to rescue me. I did not deserve to die this way. Thank you. Whoa. Well, that poem I wrote listening to the news a couple of years ago of this young girl that was brutally raped and murdered. And there are so many of our women and even men and kids being sodomized and raped and gender-based violence and all this evil going on in the world. And that poem I wrote in memory of all of those who has gone, not because of the way they dress or the way they look, but because of the evil that is out there. Thank you. Now I'll be reading a very special poem called Memories. And I would love to commit that poem to everyone who has lost a loved one during this time. I actually wrote this for my grandmother when she passed away, and in memory of her and everyone else who has gone before us. The poem is called Memories. All I have are memories, and now she's gone. The times of tears and sorrow and the cares about tomorrow is finally no more. Behind the mask she sometimes wore were tears of pain which no one knew but God. A smile always upon her face, showing off his glorious grace. A woman of strength and inspiration too. Now all I have are memories. Some good and bad, some happy and sad. Now, torn between love and hate, I feel. My love for her will always be. Now all I have are memories. Towards myself now hate I feel the moments we have shared. I've always taken for granted, thinking she would always be. Not showing her appreciation and not taking time to share. To those intimate moments, now all I have are memories. Surrounding voices clearly echoing, I should have been a better son. I should have been a better daughter. I should have been a better brother. I should have been a better sister. I should have been a better lover. Now, all I have are memories. The good and happy times we had, moments we shared which made me glad, the strength I drew without a measure, are memories I will always treasure. Thank you. Now I'll be reading a poem on Cape Town. So my poem speaks about the ocean, it speaks about Table Mountain, it speaks about the grains of sands, because I love nature and I love life. So we'll go page 53, and that poem is called Table Mountain. Sorry, Cape Town. Gotcha. Cape Town is the place to be. Just look around and you will see beautiful skies and mountains blue, reflecting grace for me and you. A friendly nation, cross culture and race, welcomes you from face to face. Open doors and hospitality, markets and much more to see. Animals in the countryside, your feet upon the grains of sand. At ocean's shore, you'll come for more. Sun from the horizon rise, seagulls cross the ocean flies. Glittering stars in evening sky, wishing you could reach up high. The African sky at sunset be, it's wonderful, you will agree, that Cape Town is the place to be. Thank you. So this collection of poetry I've also dedicated to my children. So I'll read the special dedication which I have on page number 8. And that says, I dedicate journeys of emotions through poetry to my daughter Cleo, son Marquise, and my children. Life takes us through journeys with uncontrollable emotions, but it is in overcoming them that we become stronger. It is in communicating that we learn from one another, and it is in forgiving that we can move forward. Rise above your circumstance. You're not alone. Forgive, release, move forward. Love yourself, embrace yourself, and be the best that you can be. Thank you. I have another poem that I would like to do with audio, but I will do the one called Courage first, and that is on page 49, called Courage, and thereafter I will do another one with audio. Courage. What is this life I live for? Love, pain, lies, disappointment, broken promises, and shattered dreams. Beautiful blue skies, which suddenly turns to gray. Unconditional love without limitations. Unconditional love without expectations. Then it fades away, away. Disappointed by broken promises, never to love again. Never to reveal my heart to nakedness. Love, pain, lies, disappointment, broken promises, and shattered dreams. Then, unexpectedly and unknowingly, as the night unfolds this heart of gold, which has turned to stone, surprisingly unravels and let goes, let goes, let goes. Our hearts racing and embracing as his eyes meet mine. So close, his hand reaches out to mine, clutching it into a perfect fit. Our lips entangled by just one passionate kiss. Breaking down the walls surrounding my heart, I let him in. Into the most sacred place of my heart, where few have been. A hunger for words, we both share more. He makes me smile, even when there's nothing to smile about. He digs to the deepest roots of my existence, giving me the courage to live, to trust, and to love again. Thank you. I'd also love to thank my husband for being such a great support and for believing in me and for standing with me through the whole process of the book launch up to today. We've initially planned the book launch for the 4th of April. And then a week before the launch, the books couldn't be sent because then we had national lockdown. But thank you so much for your support, and also to his son who assisted me with setting up the sound and YouTube and all of that. I was very anxious about this whole online thing. It's new to me, but I think we got through it so far. Right, the next poem my last poem that I'll be doing now is called No, No. No, it's actually not called No. It's called My Portrait. I am your woman. Stencil your art against these walls of mine as I welcome you to sketch my portrait and reshape me. I am your woman. I save these walls for your art to ease me, to please me, and to release the ink of your pen inside these walls. These walls are yours to beautify with the art of your pen. Don't allow these walls of mine to erode. I trust you with these walls of intimate tenderness. Sketch your art within these walls of mine, and together we will discover the beauty of art. For you are defined as I am, far beyond my skin. Thank you. Well, we've come to the end of the book launch. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube Live, and those of you that has got the link on Facebook, thank you for logging in. I would like to just make an announcement before I end this call. Over the past 9 days, I've had 9 posts, counting down to today. And I would like to say that all of you who have commented on the 9 posts and who have shared those posts. Those names will go into a draw, and you will receive a very special gift from myself. And then secondly, the first 10 people to comment in the comment line, whether on Facebook or on YouTube, the names of the poems which I have recited or read. Write down as much names as you can remember, or lines of the poem that you can remember, and you'll go into a live draw as well for a free book draw. And then the first 20 people to place their orders and pay for it, they will receive a free bookmark, which I have specially had made. So the proceeds of the sales of the bookmark will be donated to the Saartjie Baartman Center for Women and Children out in Athlone or Lansdowne, I think. And 10% of each sale of the book, Journey of Emotions Through Poetry, 10% of each sale of this book will be donated to the Saartjie Baartman Center for Women as well. We need to give back to the community in everything we do. Thank you so much and have a good evening further. God bless.